Well, one of the first things you'll realise is I'm using the Origins Batsuit, because although the one from Arkham Knight's pretty good, the Origins one just adds that little bit of bulk. I prefer it. Now, I don't have the same problems that a lot of people have had when it came to this game not working. Pretty much it released, all of Steam was just full of a lot of people saying, oh my god, it doesn't work, buggy, nothing's really working, lots of glitches. I pretty much fired it up and it worked. I actually felt very much like putting in comments saying it was working, that I wasn't having the same trouble that other people were, especially due to the fact that I run on an AMD based system, so it was very much one of those where it didn't seem like anyone was going to have it working on AMD. Um, I do have it installed on my SSD. I have a Kingston HyperX 3K, so it's definitely one of the better ones to be running it on. But on the other hand, I have R9 290X Gigabyte WinForce Edition, and I still didn't really have any issues. As you can expect, obviously frame rate can drop a bit. I am recording through just standard screen capture software, but it's perfectly playable even going through that, and it was really since day one. The patches have also helped. It's got slightly better, but where I didn't have so many of the issues, it's it's just generally been quite smooth. On the other hand, although the game played fine on my PC, I was very disappointed with the game. As pretty much everyone has already said, you use the Batmobile all the time. Like, it's the probably 90% of the game is Batmobile based. And as much as it's nice to finally have the Batmobile in it, and it's very nice to have it around, you get all the extra skins, and it does seem like it should be a massive feature. But number one, it's an easy way to just avoid any form of real combat. If you just get the Batmobile out, you can pretty much just take out any of the random thugs on the street. But also, it just takes away from the game when you're partway through doing any form of mission where you'd be really engrossed in the story, and then suddenly you've got to just randomly go somewhere in the Batmobile, or your next achievement is Batmobile based, or you've got a challenge that requires the Batmobile. And I mean, the racetracks are appalling. They've never really found a good way to bring the Riddler into these games, but it's just worse than ever. But where I've been a fan of not only Batman but also the Arkham series, I must admit this one I never truly felt like I was as immersed as I was playing City and Asylum. I didn't get my money back like a lot of people have, but on the other hand, since I had this game, since I've played it all the way through, I've probably spent more time again since then playing on City or even Origins again. Um, and that's really not a good thing when the new fancy, better looking game, with theoretically more content, is out, and you still end up going back to the old ones and having almost double the playtime. I must say, I do love the inclusion now of them putting in the 2016 Batman vs Superman suit, but they have also thrown in the new Batmobile as well. You don't have any of the tank mode stuff, but it makes interesting noise, and it looks kind of cool, to be honest. Um, no idea whether you suddenly sound like Ben Affleck when you're driving this Batmobile. That's this Batman, but that is a very good feature. All the effects that happen on the normal Batsuit seem to also affect, and it's just generally just a nice feature. Okay, so now we have Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Now, don't get me wrong, I get, obviously, it's supposed to be a little bit of fun, it's Lego. I mean, I loved the Lego Star Wars series. I thought it was a really good way of doing it, and in fairness, it's probably one of the only Star Wars games that truly actually covers everything. On the other hand, with Lego Batman, I feel rather different. Yeah, it's supposed to be a little bit of fun. I understand that. I'm not going to go too hard on it, on the fact that it should be a serious game. But on the other hand, it's it doesn't have enough actual game to it. You spend a lot of time solving some puzzles, really, that aren't exactly hard to solve. I assume they're supposed to be hard to solve for at least someone, because otherwise there wouldn't be any point of having them in there. But just there's just not very much. They try and do this open world system, which is quite interesting, especially in a game that is, Lego. But you spend an awful lot of time just doing a level. You've got to play through in the same way every time. It's generally here is some enemies to fight, and then there's a puzzle to solve, usually using some form of new bat suit. There's quite a few different bat suits in the game. And really, then after that, it's repeat. Same thing again and again and again. And yeah, a lot of people will probably say, well, it's for kids. I personally think you never actually grow out of Lego, especially if you're a man, because let's face it, you can't. You walk into someone's house, there's Lego. No matter how old you are, you've got to play with that Lego. Everybody knows that that is the rules of being a what they call a grown-up man. It could just be my generation, but I don't know. I find I can play this game for very minimum amounts of time, and then it's just repeating and repeating and repeating. And the final game I'm going to do on this. Now, it's a bit of a Batman centric one because I realised really when I was looking through my Steam library that I own a lot of Batman games. um, it seemed sensible to put them all together. This one kind of goes against it, although has got Batman in. It's actually not a Batman game. It is Injustice: Gods Among Us. A lot of people love this game. They really, really do, and I like it. It's okay. I'm not very good at it, in fairness. Um, I'm not the best when it comes to fighting games. Get along with things like Tekken quite well, but this game I always struggled with. It always feels weird because it's kind of Mortal Kombat, but it's not at the same time. Honestly, I haven't like I haven't fired it up in quite a while, so you're about to see the rustiest gameplay you humanly could. Doesn't help when the Joker's just completely kicking my. I should have put it on an easier setting. Um, yeah, this is just yeah. I don't even know whether to use this in this because I'm doing worse than. I mean, honestly, I'm not usually this bad. I can't even remember what the controls are, and yeah, I stuck it straight on normal, thinking, yeah, I remember this game. Sure, I'll be able to play it, and just I can't even touch his health. It's yeah, yeah. Oh god, this is just oh god. There's me wanting to do an honest review, and I can't even concentrate on talking because I'm getting my ass just. I'm just getting beaten. Yeah, right. That's definitely not a good sign I'm about to get. Oh god. And he had to finish it up with that. Okay, well I'm trying this again. I haven't played this game in a while, and I suck so hard at this game, and I didn't even remember how much I suck. Um, Let me know in the comments if this is the sort of thing that you'd like to watch. It's more just a test thing to see if I could actually enjoy doing YouTube videos. And thank you.